Hello, my name's Medea. Thank you for being on my Physio4Me page. Today I wanted to have a quick little talk about pregnancy-free or pain-free pregnancy. So basically, why do we expect when we're pregnant that we're going to feel uncomfortable, we're going to have aches and pains, and we get used to that idea that is how pregnancy should be. And I, having had 3 kids, is totally not the experience I want the women around me to feel. I feel pregnancy should be as pain-free as possible. I feel that there's lots of things that we can do ourselves and be aware of to help make the pregnancy more comfortable and hopefully prevent kind of certain things happening. Now, obviously, I know there's some things that are in our control, and certain medical things happen. But I do feel, as a physio, having seen so many people that come with different aches and pains, that there's a lot of things that we could do to prevent them happening in the first place. And if we kind of engage and get those healthy habits and a mindset that it is going to be a beautiful pregnancy, and we can kind of prevent certain complications, and actually it will let us enjoy this period, this journey of being a mum to be, and it's not just the focus on I need to give birth and then I'm a new mum, but actually enjoying and embracing that period. So basically the kind of things that I think are really worth grasping is, firstly, yourself, what you expect from yourself in terms of, are you expecting to carry on doing all the sports and activities you were doing before? Is your work possible to continue right to the end as it is? Or are there things that are going to be able to be implemented to help you out to make that journey a lot more comfortable, that you can already start putting in place beforehand, such as, like, if you do a lot of travelling to get to work, is it possible to start doing some days from work? Obviously not in the current situation, everybody's working from home, but thinking kind of in a non-lockdown kind of situation here, and again, in terms of your environment at work, are you getting a chance to kind of get up and have a walk around, or are you finding that you're sitting in your chair or you're standing at work for literally 5 hours straight, and actually that's not going to help you? So it's quite easy for me to say, oh, have great posture at work when you're at home. But what is great posture? Now, yes, standing properly, sitting properly, most of us generally know how to do that. But what great posture actually is the fact that you're not staying in one position for a prolonged period of time. And when you are in that position, that you're aware of how that position's going to have an impact on you. Now, if you're sitting in a position and then you're getting up every 20 minutes or so and moving around, well, actually you're going to decrease the chances of those certain muscles that are being overworked to get a break. And that's what it's about, right? So if you think about the position and the certain activities that you do, if you can then do the opposite side of things when you're not in that situation, it's really going to help balance you out, right? So that's the kind of things to think about. So if you're finding that you've got quite a static job or work involvement, then try to do something that's going to be fairly active when you're not in at work. So that's why we're exercise, standing, going for a brisk walk. So walking, so you're getting a bit out of breath, being able to hold a conversation on the phone, are all really great ways of staying active. Now, if you were doing sports and activities before, there's a chance that you can carry on most of them now still in pregnancy. So the pregnancy shouldn't feel like it's stopping you being you. And that brings me on to kind of thinking about your mental well-being. It is still about being you, and then you bonding with the baby to kind of then feel like you're doing this journey together. So I think, a big ethos of mine is thinking about what you can do to prevent the complications. Staying active is definitely a big one. Posture, education on your body, knowing how your body works. Like, I know we do antenatal classes and NCT, we know the kind of the stages of labour, we know, how labour is going to happen, what tests the baby's going to have afterwards. But do we really know the changes our own body is going through, and like how the hormones are having an effect on our body, how they're having an effect on our mindset, on how we feel, how we behave with other people around us, and how having some exercise is going to help kind of keep that more stable and consistent. We all know endorphins make us happy. Pregnancy can be a happy time. Sometimes, unfortunately, we have times where we don't have the great mood, or we might be suffering from antenatal depression. Again, not a topic that's spoken about a lot. We know a lot about postnatal depression, but did you know antenatal depression exists? Like, I know I've spoken to some of you before. It's something I experienced myself. So I think it's having awareness of things like conditions and aches and pains and mood and behaviour and relationships, and then thinking of ways that we can kind of help improve, minimise those risks. So getting aches and pains, getting pain in our pelvis, getting back pain, we can work on that by working on our strength, working on focusing on our body in that sense, and again on our mood, talking, having those channels open with your partner around the support network with you. I think I'm going to stop it there. I think I've rambled on enough, but the main thing I hope you take away is that there's loads you can do in pregnancy to have a healthy, pain-free pregnancy, and staying active is one of them. If you want to know more, do get in touch. But hopefully see you soon. Bye.